welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to talk about a little bit of Demon Slayer, alright? I said in the last video when we spun the wheel that, I had a bunch of anime lined up over there. I just got done reading Chainsaw Man, so definitely be prepared for a video on that. It's awesome. But right now, we're talking about Demon Slayer. Probably the most popular anime out right now, I would venture to guess, in terms of like new gen. I know One Piece is getting a lot of traction right now, and Dragon Ball and Naruto are always going to be very popular. But I think right now, in terms of new gen, it's Demon Slayer and it's My Hero Academia. Don't quote me on that. I did zero research, but I'm pretty sure that it's like right up there as one of the most popular new gen anime, and it should be. It's animated beautifully. The story is awesome. A great piece of fucking fiction right here. But I am going to go back a little bit into power scaling sort of stuff, at least for right now. And one popular opinion I've been seeing has been that Yoriichi Sujikuni, who is the strongest character in Demon Slayer by a pretty wide margin, that he would solo the verse. That if you put him on one side of the battlefield and you put everybody else on the other side of the battlefield, he would win. I don't think that's I don't think that's true. I'm sorry. It's not a case where like in Naruto you have, 6-pass Sage mode where like adult Hokage Naruto, if you put him on the battlefield and you put everybody else from Shippuden on the other side, he would win. I don't think the gap is quite that wide. I think that the gap is wide between him and the second strongest, which I would say is Muzan. I know there's a lot of like Demon King Tanjiro people who think, Tanjiro would beat Muzan and yada. I think Muzan's stronger. I think Muzan would probably beat Demon King Tanjiro, although I think it would be extremely high diff. Yoriichi, I don't think is strong enough to take on everybody at their strongest and win. Now, one-on-one, absolutely. And I think even in waves, he would win. So, like, if you sent all of the upper moons at him, the 6 upper moons, if you put, like, those 6 up against him, I think Yoriichi still comes out on top. I think you even add Muzan from that time frame, and I believe that Yoriichi would still come out on top. But I don't think if you were to put the upper moons and the Hashira together, along with all of the other like no-name Demon Slayer cores who are just literally there to take hits, they're there to die in place of everyone else. I don't think Yoriichi comes out on top, and I gotta be honest, it's mainly just because he only has 2 fucking hands. Okay, I get it. He can go into the transparent world, and he's super fucking fast, and his form is impeccable, and even into his 80s. He was still the strongest Demon Slayer out. I get all that. But like I said, the gap there, I just think isn't quite wide enough for him to overcome that difference anyways. And it would really come down to, those no-name people taking hits for the Hashira and the upper moons. Like, let's say Yoriichi's reanimated. Let's say, fucking Kabuto gets teleported into the world of Demon Slayer, reanimates Yoriichi, and he's using Yoriichi to take over the world. All the upper moons come together with all of the Hashira. They put their differences aside to handle this one dude. I think it would come down to the no-name people. The same people who like Muzan was like stepping on their dead bodies in the what was it, Wait Till Sunrise arc or whatever it's called, the final battle. It would come down to like those guys just taking hits for the upper moons and for the Hashira in order for them to beat Yoriichi. But I do think that they would come out on top. Now, I think it would be a mid to high diff battle in favor of everyone else over Yoriichi. I think he is strong enough to where he's going to make that a fight, but I don't think he comes out on top. But I think if they were to come in waves, like, the first wave is like, our big 3, Inosuke, Zenitsu, Tanjiro, were to go at him. I mean, he obviously wipes those 3 even in their strongest fucking forms. And then you send out like the Hashira, he would smoke the Hashira, I think. And then you send out the upper moon, or you send out the lower moons and then the upper moons and then whoever else, like the retired Hashira and all that shit. He would win in that scenario, but I think if they all came at him at one time, I just don't think he has enough hands. He's so strong, so fast. He has, access to the transparent world. Obviously, he has his Demon Slayer mark. He's got everything. He was born with everything. Like, he was just born to be the strongest, basically. I just don't think he comes out on top if you were to put everybody up against him at one time. And that is just a take that I've been seeing, and I wanted to kind of put my opinion out on it. I do think he makes it a fucking fight, though. I think he pushes everyone really, really deep into their bags. And with sun breathing, like, I feel like the demons are actually kind of at a disadvantage against him. Obviously, they can't, like, can they regrow their, like, limbs and stuff if he would cut them with sun breathing and with the red Nichiren sword? I think that negates their regeneration, no? So the demons are definitely at a disadvantage because their strongest asset is the fact that they're stronger and faster than all humans and that they regenerate. Yoriichi is stronger and faster than all of them, and he negates their regeneration. In terms of who I think might land the killing blow, I could actually see it being like Akaza. But also I could see it maybe being like Gyu or maybe even Tengen. Tengen is the fastest of the Hashira. It could be him. The reason I think Akaza might do it is because he can tap into their fighting sense, and that just makes him stronger. But I don't know if Yoriichi, I don't think he fights with any, like, killing intent. I think he just kind of shows up, he does what he thinks is right, and then he goes home to nobody because his wife and kid were killed. And that's wrong. Oh, that's cold. Yeah, I could see Gyu too in Dead Calm taking minimum an arm if it's used in the right spot. Tengen, or did I say Gyu? I meant Gyu uses Dead Calm, takes off minimum like an arm or something. Tengen I could see kind of getting the rhythm down, and then going in for the killing blow. But it doesn't really matter who kills him. The point is, I don't think Yoriichi is able to solo the entire verse at one time. In waves, yes. One-on-one, obviously. But all at the same time, like Madara versus the Shinobi Alliance style, I just don't see it happening. And I think that's going to be the end of this video, too. I think it's a short one. I think it's a real short one. About 10 minutes. Easy money, baby. All right. Like, subscribe, comment what other anime you would like to see me cover. I'm pretty knowledgeable about Jujutsu Kaisen, One Punch Man. Just read Chainsaw Man, so that's fresh. Naruto, obviously. Pretty well versed in Bleach. I can learn Dragon Ball pretty easily. It doesn't seem that complicated. I'm not learning One Piece, though. You got me fucked up. All right. Have a wonderful day. Bye.